talking about recycling in science, well, there's some words that you need to know what they mean. So this first word is reduce. Reduce means that you try to use less garbage. So an example of this would be, instead of buying a bunch of little bottles of shampoo, you could buy one big bottle of shampoo so that you're not using so much garbage. It's just one instead of a bunch of little ones. Reuse means instead of using like water bottles, instead of using like the plastic water bottles that you just throw away after, it means that you use maybe a metal water bottle that you use over and over again. You wash it and reuse it. That's an example of reusing. Recycling happens when you take something and you break it down and you make it into something else. So an example of this is those plastic water bottles that you throw away. People melt those down and they turn them into new things. Like you could turn them into, I've seen park benches that are made out of those plastic water bottles that you use. So that's what recycling means. This word, conserve, just means that you save something. So so an example of that is conserving water means that you don't use so much water and that you save the water. This one down here is natural resources. So natural resources are anything that we use that is not always replenishable. So a natural resource is like water. It comes from nature. And so it's a natural resource that we use. So our question today that I want you to be thinking about when you're doing all of your science projects today and all of your science tasks, I want you to think about this question. So it says, how can we conserve natural resources? So how can we save our natural resources? Now, remember we talked about keeping our air clean, keeping our land clean, and keeping our water clean. Air, land, and water are all natural resources. So how can we save our natural resources like land, air, and water? So I want you thinking about that today when you're doing science. So today for science, you are, after this video, you are going to, sorry, I wrote it down. You are going to watch a video called from SciShow Kids. I love those videos. They're so cool. She talks about what all these words mean and about recycling. So that's a really good video that's going to help you, because then you're going to get to play a game. So there's a game that you can play on the computer that you get to sort things. So you're going to sort all of the recycling stuff in a bin and all of the garbage in a bin. And it's a super fun game you can play on the computer. So those are some things you get to do today. Something I wanted you to know, something kind of cool, is about magnets. So when people are recycling, there's people, so you know when we throw away garbage, we throw it in the garbage and we don't really think about it anymore. We don't think about where it goes. Well, the garbage man comes and picks up your garbage and he takes it to a place. And there's different places that they take different pieces of garbage. And they need to sort through the garbage and see where it goes. And sort through the recycling and see where it goes. So there's a tool that they use to help them called a magnet. And a magnet can help them sort the different types of recycling. So I have a video that I'm going to show you on my computer. Just a second. Let's see. My computer likes to shut off when I'm not using it, so just a second and I'll show you. Okay, so I have this video. It's really short. I'm gonna make sure you can see this. Okay, so you can see a bunch of recycling and it's going up this conveyor belt. A conveyor belt is kind of like a moving, the ground moves, and so it helps move things along. So instead of people having to sort through all of this recycling, they have some magnets that will help them. So I want you to watch this and see what happens. Oh, do you see this big magnet? Do you see how it's picking up the garbage? And all the recycling? So we're gonna watch that one more time. So it kind of goes by fast. I want you to see how the magnet picks up this stuff from the conveyor belt. It's super cool. Let me show you again. Do you see how it's picking it up? Okay, so magnets are a tool that people can use to help them sort through the recycling. It's not really a tool that we'll use, but the people that do our sorting of our garbage and our recycling, they can use magnets to help them out. It's a tool. All right, friends. Thank you for helping me learn about recycling and a little bit about magnets and how they can help with recycling. And I hope you have fun in science today. And I hope you have fun playing that game. I played it and I had so much fun. All right, kids, have a good day.